Let's see if I can get a link to the stream going. Oh, I'm not good at this. I am not good at this promotion stuff. Alright, so share, copy link. So here we go. Excuse me, what? Okay, let's hope this works. There we go. Hopefully this works. Hello, my name is Sinjins, and today we are playing some more Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14, but again, this is just a nice little catch-up stream, in which we have two things going on. The first thing, obviously, we just discussed a bit about FGO, the current state of the game. I find another way to moan, despite having an exciting new event on both servers. And then we pick a faction in Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 that stands absolutely no chance of survival beyond the first few years of the game. So, we'll go into Start New. We have the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Now, the Yellow Turban Rebellion is always a nice little start. You know, it's fairly straightforward. You have two major factions. Of course, there's being the Han Dynasty, and on the other side, the Way of Peace, Zhang Zhao, Zhang Jue, and the Yellow Turbans. There are other factions like Sun Jian, Dong Zhuo, Gong Sun Zan, Ma Teng, etc. But these are the two main factions. I mean, 270,000 troops for Zhang Zhao. By contrast, the others combined have, what, 20, 36, 54, 74, 88,000, 96,000, 112,000 between all the ones not in the major factions. Well, Zhang Zhou alone has 270,000 and 124,000 for the Han Dynasty, but they have much better officers as well. One moment, please. Because what they lack in numbers compared to the Yellow Turbans, the Han Dynasty make up with fantastic retainers. The likes of Cao Cao is serving them at this stage, as well as Yuan Shao. And of course, they have allies. All the other factions, I think maybe with the exception of Shi Xie, are helping the Han Dynasty take on the Yellow Turbans. And I think Liu Yan, I'm not sure about Liu Yan if he's part of the coalition. Not sure if he's part of the coalition either. Hey Omega, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time. It's just a short stream tonight. Just wanted to check in with everyone, to be honest. Say hi and, you know, show my face. Metaphorically, of course. Wouldn't show my actual face again. I think those who saw that stream have suffered enough. How are things? Just looking for another impossible challenge to pick. We seem to be picking all the loser factions, and there's something valorous about that, I suppose. If we look at the anti-Dong Zhuo coalition, we've got a few more factions. The last one very much dominated by the either Yellow Turbans or the Han Dynasty. Here you have a bit more variety in who you can choose. So we start with, obviously, Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Jian, Yuan Shao, Yuan Shu, Dong Zhuo. They're sort of the main players. We also have Liu Biao, who's governing Jing province. You have Gong Sun Zan up in Beiping. Ma Teng up northwest, so that's Wu Wei. Liu Yan, who's sort of carved out his own niche, but he's now moved from the northeast down to the southwest. And then you have sort of the small factions, Jiang Lu, Gong Sun, Du, Liu Yu, Han Fu, those sorts. These two are quite interesting because on their own they're not that weak, although they do tend to be isolated. But there are actually specific scenarios in the game that essentially one-shot both of these factions and just wipe them off the map. If you play as them, I'm assuming those become invalid, or else you're not in for a particularly long playthrough. I just woke up, so not much. Hey, fair enough. Hey, I'm sure what you were thinking when you woke up was, do you know what the first thing I want to see this morning is? A Soon Dune stream. But no, I hope you're well. You know, I often play as Gong Sun Zan in games, because I think his faction's, like, nicely balanced. even if they're often screwed. Maybe we'll take on his enemy, Liu Yu. Liu Yu is an interesting guy, so there were rumors at one stage that this person could have become emperor, kind of. And that's why he has 92 charisma, a very charismatic individual, 78 politics as well. The rest of his stats not particularly great, he's not very warlike. And in fact, that's one of the problems with this faction, is compared to Gongsun Zan's faction, who aren't very bright but are very militarily minded, Liu Yu's faction, by contrast, rather passive. And in fact, in real life, their strategy was basically, when they went to war with Gongsun Zan, was, we'll declare war on this guy, but we won't really do anything. Surprisingly, they lost. We had Xian Yu, Xian Yu Fu, who's very balanced, actually. I think he may be a member of the Wu Huan, potentially. When Liu Bei was killed by Gongsun Zan, I don't think Liu Bei was killed by Gongsun Zan. I think Liu Yu was killed by Gongsun Zan. Actually, it didn't give me a notification. I just scrolled my thing, instantly appeared. So in a way, maybe. Fair enough, fair enough. Also, I should say, apologies if you guys post comments that are longer than what's on screen. I can only see what's on screen. Let me actually see if I can maybe bring it up on my phone or something. In my infinite wisdom, my laptop is dead and my charger's on the other side of my apartment. So yeah. Then he has a Tian Chou, who I didn't realize Tian Chou had 67 strength. That's actually incredibly well-rounded. Wei Yo, who is only for politics, and this man is the one who encouraged the let's do nothing strategy, genius that he is, and Liu He, whose stats look a lot worse now that I'm looking at him. When I use him, I feel he's pretty solid, but his stats are actually pretty bad. So this could be a faction we could use if we're going on our sort of hopeless run. Again, Liu Yu's 92 charisma just kind of feels wasted on the fact that his entire faction is crap, and most of the time he's killed very early on because the event that wipes out his faction kills Liu Yu. So, and that's often very early on in the playthrough, if it does get triggered. Han Fu's another one. Now, Han Fu's interesting in that he is actually awful. So, if you look at his stats, 19 leadership and 4 strength. Not exactly a towering presence. I mean, 64 politics, I guess, isn't bad, although somewhat unjustified. But he has some really good officers. So you have Zhu Shou, who has 80 leadership, 90 intelligence, which is actually down from the last game. I think it was higher. 89 politics and 76 charisma. Just a very good officer in general. Zhang He, you know, if anyone's played Dynasty Warriors, he's the one with the claws. Looks slightly less eccentric in this one, a bit more down to earth in his design. But again, 90 leadership, 89 strength. I think that's mostly it. You know, there's some solid guys here, Shin Pishin, look at that 20-year-old, Shin Chun, that sort of thing, but otherwise, Han Fu gets in trouble because of an event. And of course, the events always benefit the big guys, so, you know, your Cao Cao's, your Yuan Shao's, and, you know, Yuan Shao's faction doesn't really need help. You know, Yuan Shao himself is pretty solid. 92 charisma, 81 leadership, almost every stat above 70 except for war, which is at 69. Nice. But, you know, for war he has, or strength, sorry, is in this game, you have Yan Liang and Wen Chou. So he's not exactly in trouble. And on the intelligence side, I think Shenpei, I mean, Tianfeng is one of the smartest guys in the faction in general. Like, even the officers like Gao Dan, whose stats look bad, he can use a really good formation catapult. It's just a really well-rounded faction in general. And then, obviously, Dong Zhuo is the dominant faction here, because it's the coalition against Dong Zhuo. What I neglected to mention is that almost all of the other warlords are in a coalition against him. They can form alliances as well. The game doesn't actually allow the coalition to be that effective, in my experience. The coalition against Dong Zhuo always inevitably collapses, as it did in history, with them having done bugger all. At best, they may have forced Dong Zhuo to abandon Luoyang for Chang'an, so he basically burns his own capital and retreats. But other than that, the coalition just kind of collapses, and then Yuan Shao just bullies, like, Han Fu and Liu Yu. I mean, not that it's easy. Look, with the items he has, you know, Dong Zhuo has 8794 as his leadership and strength. Lu Bu, 110. just exceeding human limits. And just some really solid officers. Hua Xiong, although he can get killed in an event. Excuse me. Some of the old Han officers like Huang Fu Song. I think Zhu Jun will be in here as well, perhaps. Li Jie. Oh yeah, there he is, Zhu Jun. And yeah, it's a really solid lineup. Several very intelligent people, like Shun Yo and Li Ru, excuse me, my pronunciation is awful. Jia Xu as well, 98 intelligence, not too bad. A young Zhang Liao, Dao Shun, so on and so forth. So, but that's too good for us. So the choice here is we're definitely starting up in Hebei, which is up northeast. But we can either choose Yuan Shao, Gongsun Zan, or Liu Yu. I'm going to go with Liu Yu, just as I'm curious how this playthrough goes. I'm not confident at all, and we could really be in trouble. And it may even be a scenario that knocks us out instantly, but part of the fun is trying it out to see how it goes. This is definitely a bad idea. Somehow we've gone down a peg from Yuan Shu last time.
宮中では家臣と十条寺が権力闘争に明け暮れていた。間もなく霊帝が没して小帝が即位すると、一旦は家臣が権勢を握るも十条寺に暗殺された。しかしその十条寺もまた袁紹らに一掃され、宙に浮いた天子を握ったのは西方の雄董卓だった。洛陽に入った董卓は天下無双の豪傑呂布をも従え、圧倒的な武力を背景に朝廷に君臨した。さらに小帝を排して検帝を擁立する暴挙に及び、その権勢は暗い人心を極め、悪逆非道の限りを尽くした。董卓の戦王に憤った各地の諸侯は曹操の檄に応じ、一斉に董卓打倒の兵を挙げ、連合軍の盟主には袁紹が衰退され、ここに反董卓連合が結成されたのだった。時に漢の諸平元年、帝都に戦火が近づいていた。
There we let Kendro Tsuda do the narration. Yeah, it is a lot of names. That's the problem with this scenario. Basically, there's 3 important names for our playthrough. Liu Yu, who is us. Yuan Shao, next to us. Gongsun Zan, hates us. No one else is that important because we're not going to be around that long anyway. This is Cao Cao organizing the coalition against Dong Zhuo. That's not really going to affect us because we are going to be very much irrelevant. Also, a rare shot of Xiahou Dun without his eye patch. Of course, he'd lose his eye a few years later. This man's important to us, Yuan Shao. He's going to be one of our primary antagonists, most likely. Or, if we can play our cards right, we would ally with him against some of the other local powers. And here we go. Dark Altar, welcome! Ah! See? Twitter is useful. Or X is useful. Welcome, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just having a short stream tonight, some Romance of the Three Kingdoms, with of course some FGO discussion. I will find a way to moan, although I am happy about NA. If you have friend points on FGO NA, roll for Noble Tatsu. You may have heard he gives 15 servant coins per roll. That's the same equivalent of a 3-star servant. 1-star servant and thus having the appearance rate of a 1-star servant. But more importantly, you get to roll Noble Tatsu, which is infinitely more important than any malarkey involving servant coins or holy grails. I hope you're doing well. We are not going to be alive long in this playthrough if we're not careful. We need to ally quickly. So, this is Wei Yo. He is our primary political advisor. In real life, he provided advice for us to do nothing, and therefore, we died. We're not going to take that approach this time. We have the city of G. Our primary enemy will be Gong Sun Zan. Now, his generals are a lot stronger than ours, even though he has less men. So we could be in trouble. We should probably try and ally with some of these other guys nearby. But we do have a year where we won't be going to war because we're all declaring war on this man here. Oh, we're not in the coalition. We're not in the coalition. That's really bad. That means we're going to die. In fact, we're the only faction not in the coalition. Why is that? Oh, because we're technically working for the Han. Oh, bugger. We're very dead. Okay, we need to organize alliances fast. 6 million friend points. That's fair. That's fair. That's a lot of Noble Tatsu. Enough? I don't know. I am thinking of brailing the guy to level 100 on NA to match my 120 on JP. I just need to make sure I get the grails for it. I only have 6 grails at the moment, and I am saving those for Nobu. Like Vengeance Nobu, or maybe Lancer Ryoma, should I be so lucky. Or even Izo to get him to 100. But I really do want to get Tatsu up to 120 on both. I'm actually drawing Noble Tatsu at the moment. Sadly, my art looks as if I'm drawing with my weak, non-dominant hand whilst it was simultaneously broken. But I am trying. I am trying. What game is this? It's Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14, released a couple years back. If anyone has PlayStation or like the PlayStation Plus thing where you can get games, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13 is currently for free. I just want to get a Habanyan, no luck while rolling Noble Tatsus. You see, this is why I haven't completed Lost Belt 6. I really don't want Habanyan to spook me, so I'm waiting for the Noble Tatsu event to end, then I'll play Lost Belt 6 fully. I've read the story, so I know the story, but I don't want to play it on NA until I've, like, completed this. I cannot stand her, I'm sorry. She annoys the heck out of me from a design and usage perspective. Not a character perspective at all, but from, like, design and usage. She's really good, but I design. I'm sorry, I can't. I love my Izo. Hey, I'll share it. I love Izo too. I just use your Noble Tatsu while farming. Was that on NA or NA, right? Not on JP? I have my... Which Noble Tatsu? I think I have 2 Noble Tatsus on my support list. A 60 and an 80 at the moment, I think. There's my secret. I have multiple Noble Tatsus on each. I do the same for Noble Archer or Noble Venture, but it's, well, I'm sure you guys all know, damn near impossible to get that many of them. Yeah, the level 81. Good. Just had to make sure. What the heck? He has 16 strength, and yet does that. Oh, he's not even that bad, is it, either? But we'll use him in government. Gosh, everyone else is probably good at government. Alright, we'll actually use him here, because then we'll use Shan Yu Fu for that. I don't know if we have enough people. I think we're 1 short to govern everywhere. I'm not doing much this event, barely on section 3. I don't know where I am. I've played a bit of it because it's doo-da-doo-da. I admit, I've been really slow at events lately. There's actually been numerous events I just barely played. I finished the Cinderella one. I couldn't read the full story. I already kind of read it before, but for events, I can no longer read full stories in FGO. I just can't. They're too long, and I just don't have time. I wouldn't finish the events, and I know that because there were several events I didn't finish because I read the story, and I just don't have time to play. So, but I did want to finish that because I didn't get Cinderella in JP, so it was important for me to get her in NA. Because I actually do like the design, I actually like her, and I like the event, the parts I did read. I wish I'd been able to read it fully. Yes, getting to the raids on time is important, and I actually need to make a flag of that as well. Of course, I'm just trying to spam for friend points. Get as many coins as I can. I've got the amount needed for 120, but, you know, you need as many as you can. Plus, it's great for doing appends for everyone else. The new Duda confirmed to come out in a few weeks. Yes, I need to hurry up. I think it's a Lost Book 5.5 entry requirement. I'm right at the end of 5.5 on NA, so I need to finish that off. And then I'm all set. Problem is, I'm not going to have many quartz for it, and I was going to originally spend all my quartz, but because I'm going to Japan next month, I'm planning to play FGO Arcade, and the day I get there, there's a GSSR coming to a close. If I can get to an arcade, I might like play through and do it, and so I might spend on that instead. Alright, we've done just about everything we can so far. Employ. Ooh, that means there's people who are not in a faction in our city. Who are they? Soljing. Soljing tends to serve us, right? Tends to be in Liu Yu's faction. If we... no, I'd send Liu Yu. No? Okay. So the guy with the recruiter skill and the guy with the high charisma shouldn't be sent? It's okay, I'll send Tian Cho. Not sure how that works, but I'll take it. But yeah, so that's sort of my plan moving forward. What about you guys? Who are you like looking forward to rolling in over the next few ones? Jean Dark Alter says, I was a super new player when Summer 3 came out. Well, given your username, I think I know who you came out of that event liking. So I was determined to get Summer. Sorry, to read the full comment. Give me a sec. Summer Jolter, the second time it came around, yeah. Oh, Summer Jolter. So I have a fun spot for Summer Ishtar, because she was my first Summer servant, because I didn't realise you got to keep event servants first, so I didn't do the rerun of Summer 1. Summer 3 is still the best Summer event, Summer Jolter is still the best Summer welfare. Yeah, you know. I like the Ishtar Cup as well. But I feel since then, I've just not been able to get into any of the summer events. None of them has been as bad as Summer 4, which I think was the only genuinely mediocre story. But with some strong elements in it, yes, but generally overall not that great. But it did have penguins, which is good. But I feel Summer 2 and 3 were the best. Rolling for what? On FGO Arcade, it has like a GSSR. Like a lucky bag on FGO Arcade. And the day I get there is the day it ends. So if I can get to an arcade the day I land, I might do it. Now, originally I was going to get there like in the early morning. And so I would have definitely had a chance, but our flight has been delayed. So I'd have to race there. I probably could make it, but do I... Look, I want to play FGO Arcade a lot. Do I want to rush on my first day of a holiday to play it at an arcade? Probably. But we'll see. We'll probably end up recording that anyway. Probably with a camera, not with a, obviously, digital thing. You need like 1 terabyte. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm probably gonna have to record it with a camera though. So you'll probably have to see me. Although I'll be wearing a mask and I'll be like censored so that the video doesn't have to have like an age rating applied for my grotesque form. Tian Cho visited Zhou Jing. Would you please consider using your talents for Liu Yu? I'm not thinking about becoming an officer right now. Please take your leave. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, Proto Meme. I see. So that's next summer, right? Silver servants and bronze free-to-play servants, best friends? Absolutely. I can always empathize with that. Alright, now we're in a lot of trouble because we're the only faction here who aren't part of the coalition against Dong Zhuo. There are powerful personnel in G. I know, they already rejected us. Right, we need to, like, really suck up to some of these guys. Gongsun-zan hates us if I'm not... Yes. Yuan Shao likes us, though, so maybe alliance with Yuan Shao. Wait, submission demand? Who the hell are we gonna get a submission demand against? Gongsun-zan? Okay, Yuan Shao, massive leader of the Allied Coalition, just surrendered to us, tiny Liu Yu faction. S'il vous plaît. The Chinese gentleman's sword or the Japanese samurai sword? Which is your preferred weapon? The longbow. I'm Welsh, so that's our weapon. That's what we would use. It's just about the only weapon associated with us. Let's make a 24-month, 2-year alliance. We have 92 charisma and 78 politics. Plus, we're giving money. Plus, they like us already. So there's a chance that this might work. And then that should keep us safe from Gongsun-zan, maybe? If we're lucky. Let's keep harassing Zhou until he joins us. Because I do need at least one more officer. Those surrounding territories I could conquer, but there's no point because I have no one who can take them over and rule them. Although I might send Shan Yufu to do that soon. Omega says, my next target is a booty. Hopefully, since I'm saving basically a whole year, I can get her to NP5. Saving, what is this concept? I've never saved... I've saved the gacha game like twice. Yeah, Zhou just doesn't want to join us. Maybe I'll try in February. Okay, Yuan Shao is marching really close to our territory. We're meant to be friends. Now that I am here, I will show you how negotiations are done. You better. We cannot survive these turbulent times on our own. How about forming an alliance and fighting side by side? Woo! We're safe, everyone. We're safe. For now. Until Gongsun-zan starts invading us, and because they're in a coalition with Yuan Shao, they don't help us. How are the Ryoma funds? Well, again, I was going to use... So my original plan, right, was I was going to get all my funds from YouTube, which is not very much, I should say. But I was going to use all the funds I ever made from an FGO video, because I still haven't actually taken them out yet, and use them on the Ryoma banner. But because I'm now going to Japan, I'm going to use them for arcade instead. So the Ryoma Fund, I believe, is sitting at about... It's about 2 St. Quarts, I think. Yeah, Gongsun-zan just hates us. Welsh longbow, my friend. Welsh. Defensive weapon. But in all seriousness. Yeah. Alright, we've befriended Yuan Shao, so we're pretty much safe for now. I think I should try and befriend... I think this is Zhang Yang, I think. Yeah, if we try and become good friends with these guys, then we're like completely safe on the peninsula, and then it's just Gongsun-zan, and I think in a one-on-one we can survive an assault from Gongsun-zan. We won't ever actually defeat him because our forces suck at military stuff. Thank you. But yes. So it's an interesting time. I'll admit, in the current FGO event, so I've been looking, there's none of the servants I really want. I like Hajime Saito, but I have him on JP, so I don't really need him on NA. Otita I have at NP5 already. I'm trying to get the 4-star craft essence, and I would love to limit break it. So far, though, it's avoided me like the plague. I think I've not even got a copy of the 5-star CE either. Like the gacha CE. So that's what I'm rolling for at present, which makes no sense at all from a long-term perspective. But at this stage, when it comes to gacha, you know, as the Beatles want, let it be. Or maybe Que Sera Sera might be more appropriate. Alright, we need to be careful, because Gongsun-zan is just going to try and slaughter us. He just hates us. Historically, he would kill us. I really hope that event is voided, because if it isn't, we, like, get auto-killed. Gongsun-zan and Yu Yu, I think it's called, or something like that. Yes. We're safe. Okay, your force is not Yu Yu army. As long as we're Yu Yu, this event can't trigger, which means we can't get killed. That was actually rather scary for a moment. Alright, we'll send Wei Yo to have a look around the city, and he can save us no problems as everything gets set on fire. Like he's bloody Nero playing a liar. Good evening if you're just joining us, my name is Sean Dunes. We're just having a nice little chat about FGO and just the state of the world in general and anything that you guys want to discuss, to be honest. And we're playing some Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. It's a hopeless case because we're playing as Liu Yu, the doomed warlord of Ji, up in the northern part of China. To survive, we're trying to form alliances with many of the people who are in the coalition against Dongzhuo, because Gongsun-zan is after our head. Oh, that's our son. Liu He's our son. I forget it's Liu Yu's son, yes. Jolly good. Jolly good indeed. Excuse me, what? Must apologise, it is very late here. So, I'm trying to also suppress the amount of sound I'm making. Alright, we've taken the two territories around us. Zhongshan is a bit far for south for us to defend for now. What we want to do is like build up a fortress around G itself, to the point that anyone who's attacking, we can sort of fend it off with traps and with like fortifications and such, because our military is really weak. Like easily one of the weakest in the entire game. Right, so what we might want to do is switch some of the area governance from the central areas to these areas where we actually need someone to govern in order for them to grow. So we'll start with Liu Yu because his charisma makes him a fantastic person to consolidate regions. Essentially, you have a center, a core, and then the surrounding outlying areas that you need to conquer, and that's what this conquer land thing is for. The higher the number, the better. We'll put Tianzhou in one of them as well, and we're safe. We have some merchants in town. I'm pretty happy with that distribution of gold to supplies. What we're going to do is get Shang Yufu back, and he's going to start building fortifications to make this Fortress G. In the meantime, I also want to become friends with some of the people around here. Now, we're going to have to bribe them a little bit, sending gold their way. I think sending gold to Jiangyang might be for the best, and maybe we'll send some supplies down to Hanfu. And we'll try and get a 2-year alliance with both of them. And that should protect... Hanfu's probably going to be eliminated soon, though. I'll send him supplies. We'll see. We'll see. So how's everyone finding the event so far? I know Omega said you haven't really played it too much at Section 3. How's everyone else finding it? Obviously, it is a rerun, so many of you may have played it last year. Of course, also, we have a special person in the friend point scout in the form of Nobutatsu. Liu Yu has discovered Wu Chu in G. Ooh, okay. Let's have a look at this then. Would you bring your talents to our army? No. Okay, well, if he's not getting recruited with 92 charisma, he's not getting recruited. Fair enough. Have you played the new Victoria game yet? What is that? I haven't heard of that franchise. Is that, like, based off, like, the Victorian era, or is that... I'm curious. SSJ, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Just having a calm, relaxing Romance of the Three Kingdoms stream, talking some FGO, and just talking things in general. No, you're not late at all, huh? It's drop in whenever you feel like it, you know? Hope you're doing well. Okay, that's good, Jean d'Arc. I think I'm almost caught up. I need to check, actually, after the stream. I haven't started the Duda event, but I should have. Hey, it's not too late. It's only just started. Just make sure you're rolling that friend point banner for Noble Tatsu. And remember, Noble Tatsu is more than just servant coins. I say that. I'm actually doing a drawing right now, and that's the theme. Spoiler. My drawing now does look like I've drawn it with my broken left foot. Just a warning. So... once we have visited Hanfu and Jiangyang, I would really like to organize alliances with these guys too. They're both part of the coalition, so they're not going to declare war on each other, but they may be able to fight Dongzhuo. Oh, Dongzhuo is actually making landfall here through Wangfang. This could be dangerous. Also, I've just noticed we are Grand Minister. I think that represents the fact that Liu Yu at one stage was set to potentially become Emperor. In fact, it is in the scene where he's killed by Gong Sun Zan, he gets mocked for that quite viciously. What is this game? This is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. It is based off the Three Kingdoms era. It's by Tecmo Koei. And it's essentially a strategy game where you can start at different periods throughout the era, and you can play as different warlords. So we're playing as Liu Yu, who is probably the most irrelevant person on the map, unless Zhang Chao's on the map. He is, okay, so we're the second most irrelevant person on the map. But we're giving it a go. Normally, if this is an NPC faction, there's actually a scripted event that you can trigger that auto-kills them, like they were killed in history. But because we're playing as them, they're going to last just a little bit longer. Now we'll send our guys on a search. And we'll end our turn. Did I hear about the Hunger Games prequel? I did. Here's my dirty secret. I've only seen the first film and never read the books. It was a bit after my time, the Hunger Games. Or maybe it wasn't, actually. I'm trying to think when it came out. I remember when I first heard about it. I think it was like 2010, 2011. But yes, I did hear about the prequel. I think I saw it. Is there a trailer out or something, maybe? I see, so it's Chinese history. Yes, it's based off the Three Kingdoms era. So think Lu Bu, Sima Yi, Zhuge Liang, all that period. It's based off the Victorian era. You can play as practically any empire or state in that time period. Oh, that's interesting, Jean d'Arc also. I'll have to look into that. Let me have a look. Just really quick. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, it's one of Paradox's games. Okay, kind of looks like a mixture of the other one, Hearts of Iron, combined with like something that's more like this, especially seeing the new one, Victoria 3. I'll have to check that out. Thanks for bringing it up. I thought the Roman Empire. It returns. Yeah, the Hunger Games prequel is coming this November. That's remarkably quick. By the looks of it, I thought this was like a long-term thing, like coming out next year. You know, they're just putting down early trailers. Next month. Holy smokes. Neither relationship has become trusted yet. But I am getting very worried about them both invading my territory. Took 3 years to say announce the story before the pandemic. Oh, okay. It's from that pre-pandemic haze of a memory. Okay, Hanfu and Dongsunzan are allied, that's a worry. Tyrese, hello! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just playing some Romance of the Three Kingdoms, talking some FGO and such. How's the comic going? I'm actually trying another drawing. Again, it does look like I've drawn it with my broken left foot, but I'm getting there. I'm hoping to have it done by tomorrow. It's a Nobutatsu themed one, of course. I'm sure that surprises everyone. Alright, I'm really scared that Xincheng is going to come into our territory. I don't really want to fight. Really don't want to fight him. Have you ever played a Mountain Blade game? I have! Only on PlayStation, or was it Xbox? One or the other. So I've never modded it, but it was really fun. I want to play it again. I think it was the Xbox, because my Xbox died, and I'm still on the final level of Yakuza 0. Damn it! But I really do want to play again, so I might actually stream that. I think back in the day, I think I've streamed it back in the day briefly. Like 2 or 3 years ago. But I'd really like to play it again. Mail up Protestant Chapter 3. I'm close to half done now. Wow, congrats. Again, I still don't know how you do it, Tyrese. I still don't know how you do it. Like, I try one drawing and it's just hopeless. And it's just like, yeah, awful. But the way that you can convey a story and sort of the volume combined with the quality, combined with the storytelling, I will forever marvel at artists such as yourself who can do that. Alright, we want to send, rather than playing around on the map, we want to actually send some more goodwill, by which we mean bribery, to Hanfu. And we also want to send one to Jiangyang. We'll send him supplies, because we're starting to run out of stuff. Let's see what the suggestions are from our advisors. Ah, this will also recruit, but for a lot of money. CK3 is also on Xbox. I got the rare too. I was the second coming of King Arthur. Oh, congratulations. Alright, we've been told she's... Oh, Xu Miao! Oh, okay, so it's not Zhou, so it's not a military guy, sadly. But Xu Miao, if I recall, I think his politics stat is like 82, which is not bad at all. Yeah, it is, yeah. I tend... Because I tend to start with factions in the north, we tend to recruit this guy quite a lot. He's most famous for being an alcoholic, but he's a very good advisor. And just put him in, like, in charge of something, and he can manage it pretty well. He's not going to do anything on the battlefield that's particularly interesting. And he's an ally of the Chang, which isn't very helpful in this area. But, you know, he's very solid. Is Sima Yi in this game? He is. He is. He's in the later scenarios. I think he spawns or appears around this, a bit later than this period. I think he appears around the turn of the century, so maybe about 4 or 5 years after when this particular scenario is set. So if you start the later scenarios, he's already there. And he's one of the best officers in the game. Him and Cao Cao are practically identical in their stats. Just exceptional. 90 plus in 4 of the 5 stats. Only war or physical strength, like fighting strength, I think he's in like the 60s maybe. Zhuge Liang is similar. Zhuge Liang's slightly higher, I think, in some of the stats, but Sima Yi's strength stat is like double Zhuge Liang. So Sima Yi's probably a better, stat-wise, probably better. I think Zhuge Liang's tactics are the best in the game, though. Right. Excuse me. So, we've got Xu Miao. If we appoint him overseer, he can do agriculture. I think he also improves troop production as well as like one of his side skills. So this would actually work out really well for us. You can't tell me, semicolon, Xu Miao. Sadly, Zhou Jing has still not joined us. Let me try once more. Oh, also Wu Ju. I mean, Wu Ju's stats are really bad. Only one stat above 60. Zhou Jing is definitely the better officer. Who's better suited? Neither of you, apparently. That's fine. What about Wu Ju? No, okay. In that case, we'll just try and raise some money by having the pair of them look around the city. Don't prevent the confusion in the city. And I guess we'll end our turn and just hope that Hanfu isn't invading us. If Hanfu invades us, I think it's game over already. We're weaker than almost every faction around us. Woo! Okay, that's a nice surprise. Another officer. He's definitely an advisor. Oh no. Why? Why have our relations declined? Why have relations between us and the Han Fu army declined? Are they planning to invade us? They must be planning to invade us. We need to build like fortifications. Otherwise we don't stand a chance. Okay, we can also recruit an officer again. I think we're gonna need to. Yanro! Okay, Yanro has got weak strength, but I think he's pretty good at everything else. Yeah. Again, 70 plus in everything, plus he works really well with the Wuhuan, who are the tribe to the north of where we are. In the meantime, I think we'll give Xu Miao some money to increase his loyalty, nothing like paying people for their loyalty. To administration, I think it would be best to add... we're never going to use Goose Formation, but we'll put him in anyway. Alright. Let's hope they're not actually invading us, because if they are, we're actually screwed. In the meantime, we're going to send out some of these guys to build some stuff, right? Are any of you like castle builders, which means are any of you able to actually build fast? No. Which means we'll send Xian Yu Fu, and we'll put you in all formation, and we'll actually give you quite a few troops. I'm actually willing to give you up to like 5,000 troops. And I want you to build a military camp. Alright, let's build the camp here first. Just so that he can actually get there in time to build it, just in case we are invaded. Alright, that's all we should do for now. I'm just going to keep an eye on things at this stage, because we don't have much money as it is. And we're starting to dwindle on supplies, because we're trying to obviously make alliances with everyone around us. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is about President Snow's origin story for the most part. President Snow is the antagonist, correct? There you're seeing my knowledge of it all. What's your thoughts on the new 3-star Archer on JP? Haven't been able to use them too much yet. Definitely an interesting servant. In terms of 3-star Superstar, they might actually end up fitting the criteria, largely because 3-star Superstars generally had to fit one of three. Either they're just an exceptional servant, so think Kuhalin, Ushiwakamaru. You are very good at a particular niche to the point you are excellence in that niche itself, think Uriel. Or you're an intriguing servant who, excuse me, is just so unusual, so remarkable, you deserve sort of your own spotlight. They're very much in that third category, with a potential obviously to fit in some of the others. So maybe. I need to try them out more. I've only used them once or twice. I actually haven't been able to roll them yet. In fact, after the stream, I'm going to see if I have any sync ports on JP, because I really want to get them to at least NP1 or 2. I know they're in the permanent pool. I don't know if they're in the friend point scout, though. Not sure if they're in the friend point pool. Damn, we're still not trusted. I really want to become trusted. Okay, he seems to still like me. Damn, also not trusted there. Do I try and risk becoming an ally anyway? New JP3 star, is it a spoiler on NA? I wouldn't consider the new JP3 star a spoiler for NA. I used to hide the fact there were new servants, but then I was told it helps people like prepare to roll for them, so maybe I shouldn't. I don't consider the presence of this new 3-star on JP to be a spoiler. Alright, either way, we're going to have a camp here, which is a good defensive spot, because they're going to have to come through either around here or around here, and we'll have all the areas blocked off, so I'm not too concerned. I would like to become closer friends with them. How much money do I have? Oh, gosh, we've run out of money fast. Alright, this turn, I just want everyone to look around the city. Try and find money, people. Please. That's all. Diary says, I haven't had a lot of spare time to play FGO recently, same. So I've been very busy with work. Again, I am looking to hopefully transition out of this job soon, especially by the end of the year. But it has been very busy these past few weeks, just non-stop. Funny enough, this weekend's the first time in a long time I have nothing, like, owing over the weekend to work on, so that I need to, like, get prepared for Monday. So, that's good. I'm actually ahead for the first time, but I'm sure that will change by Tuesday. No, we don't have any money, sadly, and I'm gonna send you back just because I know you're eating up supplies. The Halloween events in FGO were boring. I had a bit of nostalgia for a couple of the old ones. I wasn't a huge fan of the new one per se. I didn't mind the story. I found the villain really... Not the villain, but the sort of the pseudo-villain very boring. And I didn't think I would like them, and... Sure enough, I thought they were very dull. I'm sorry. I know they're popular amongst a certain fan base. I just... not for me. Why does everyone hate the Chinese 3-star caster? Wait, do you mean Zhang Jie? People hate Zhang Jie? I mean, Zhang Jie, he's from this era. The Three Kingdoms era. What? Why do people hate him? I like him. If they mean Zhang Jie. Or we on about someone else. I think he's cool. I like using him. Or as I think, who was it? Pecora, the VTuber, said that it's her brother, or not? Was it? Or they're very similar looking. Found that funny as well. Why do they sound like they're speaking Japanese? They are. In the old game, there was a Chinese language option. Here, it's just Japanese. But there's actually some very famous voice actors in this one as well. Am I still doing the Samurai Remnant stream? I will. I want to play it with my fiance first, and then I'll play it on stream. I'm just waiting for a time I can do that. It's just been so busy lately. The quick NP caster, yeah, I've seen some forums where they just hate him. Why? I don't love the fact fact that they kind of diminish some of his accomplishments. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a fan of his, but it's like Ryoma, where they try and put some of his accomplishments down to supernatural entities outside, making it easier for them. I don't like it when they do that, but I kind of just headcanon them out, those little bits out. But other than that, why do they hate him? That's just bizarre. What forums? Is it like on like Game Press or Reddit or something? You can tell I'm with it, aren't you? Alright, at the moment we're just trying to make money. We're up to two and a half grand. Nah, it's understandable, SSJ. I remember a while back you said that you stopped playing for a bit as well, I think. There was like a period where you weren't playing. I'll be honest, I had a long period where I was kind of in and out. We need to get that loyalty up fast, they're going to be gone otherwise. Maybe we can give them a title. We haven't given anyone a title yet. Oh gosh, because he has because we're like Grand General or something, we can actually give loads of massive titles. This is pretty nuts. Let's start with Junior Prefect. Which, because of nepotism, we'll give to our son. Financial Advisor. Can be Wei-Yo. Imperial Mentor can be the wise Xu Miao. And the Blood Guard Commander, which is a very scary title, can be Tian Chou. I know it's aesthetic only, but I kind of want to swap these around. I think Xu Miao could be the Finance Advisor. Tian Chou should be the Imperial Mentor. And the Blood Guard Commander should be Wei-Yo, because he looks very dramatic. He reaches and shouts up to the skies. Yeah, no, I remember SSJ taking a break. Had to add Ruler Artori's NP. No, Tyrese, I'm sure not an excuse at all. I wouldn't blame you though. She grew on me a lot in her event. And hey, I'm happy to see it in your comic. I'm not going to complain. Nah, I don't blame you, SSJ. That daily grind can really wear on you after a while. And I say that as someone who used to make videos on the subject. Joel.Alter says, and Game Press, a few Discord servers, and Twitter. I mean, Twitter will complain about everything. I know Twitter, we've now gotten to that sort of counterculture stage where people now point out that everyone complains about Twitter and actually it's not so bad. No, it is. I've been on that site for, sorry, the website formerly known as Twitter. I've been on there for like almost 13 years now. Dreadful. Dreadful place. Always has been. Game Press, I haven't been on Game Press in a fair bit actually. And a few Discord servers. Okay. I can't say I know much about Discord culture, so I'm not sure if that's pervasive or not, but that is curious to hear. Yes, SSJ. Actually, my fiance bought the game for my birthday last week, so we can't get it for PlayStation 4 here in Australia, so I'm planning to start playing it with her soon. And then as soon as I've played it with her, I will play it on stream. Exactly, Tyrese. What reason is there to be on Twitter if you aren't complaining? Exactly. Oh, to look at good fan art, such as yours. Honestly, like, Tyrese included, the number of good artists I found via Twitter is sad because it means I have to stay on there. Like, some of my favourite artists now are on there. Game Press sucks for everything that's not a fact. I've only ever used it, so when I first played FGO I kind of looked at the tier list, but then I only used it for certain skill names and stuff because Game Press is better than the wiki, because Game Press is better at predicting what the English name excuse me, for a seal would be before all the servant came out. Excuse me. Otherwise, I didn't find too much use for it. Oh, he joined us. We just needed the right man to speak to him at the right time. Zol Jing is now like our strongest military guy. Has Twitter gotten better? I heard about that funny rebranding to X. Nope. It is worse than ever. Oh yeah, Mater, I imagine you've seen their Fire Emblem Hero stuff, although I think they stopped it like a year back, right? Or two? I remember there was an announcement from Game Press that they weren't doing Fire Emblem Heroes anymore. I recall that. No, that's fair, that's fair. Also, we have enough people to now like fill out the territory, so that's good. We'll put Yanro on agriculture, and for Draw we'll put Zoljing is 7 in everything. Han Hung is plus. I guess we're gonna get a lot of agriculture. That's okay, supplies are good, supplies are good. There's not many troops, that's all. If you want, Tyrese, you can post like the earlier chapters in the chat if you want. I know I'm technically encouraging people to click on a link out of the stream, but it's worth it. If you want to post it, you can. Up to you. Alright, let's send Liu Yu to try and get them. Alright, Gongsun Zan's army has gotten a lot bigger, and ours isn't that moving that much. Now let's pay a reward to our guys, or else it's gonna defect. Okay, now they're all pretty happy. We'll give titles as well to the new guys. Zol Jing is now a rear commander. Welcome to the army. You're instantly a rear commander. And thanks to Otto Bean's podcast, FGOTLs and reasons for them are bad and outdated. I don't know what Otto Bean's podcast is. Is that a part of Game Press? Is the Rider of Resistance a good Buster Rider Looper? He's on the Buster Looping tier list? Wait, what? Buster Looping? I mean, I would consider Rider of the Resistance a Buster Looper in the same sense that I would consider Gawain a Buster Looper. In that if you put them with Mr. Ferryman or Koyan Scar, then yes, because there's 100% battery to go around there, but I wouldn't consider him like a looper. Like in a way that like Casku has the potential to be a looper. No, Otto Bean is a streamer, FGO YouTuber who discussed about Game Press with Plushie and Real. Oh, is that the podcast that Plushie Mistress does? I haven't listened to it yet. I do want to go back and listen to them. I know there's a podcast now. Right, because my confession is I always wanted to start an FGO podcast, but I knew I couldn't really do it on my own because while I think I can, you know, I've done radio a bit before and stuff, so I'm confident at the presentation side of things. When it comes to discussing the finer technicalities of FGO, my interests only extend to the 3-star bracket and below. And I don't really know any other FGO YouTubers, so I never really had anyone I could do it with. Now that there's one out there, there's obviously no need for me to do one. But I do think it's interesting that there is one, so I kind of want to go back and listen. Do you know if they put it like on YouTube or whatever? Sorry, I'll find it myself. I don't know what I'm asking. I'll have a look later. But yeah, I wouldn't define Rider of the Resistance as a traditional Buster Looper in any real sense. You listed Wuju. Doesn't matter, could be both? Wait, to which question? This is the problem when I ask like 7 questions. Alright. We could add Han Fu as an ally next, I think. How much money have we got now? Still, we're not actually raising a lot, you know? This is pretty dreadful. We're up to 754 in agricultural income, and yet we're still losing it. But we're not giving it to anything. And our population isn't particularly big, I imagine. Well, I'll take it. Now at Twitch multi-streams anything. Yeah, no, Twitch allowing multi-streams is a good thing. That sort of arms race they were having before was just dumb. Tyree says, I totally be in a podcast with you soon if I had something over the potato. That's no problem. I don't know how we'd arrange all this. That's the thing, I'm dreadful at arranging all this sort of thing. But I think it's an interesting idea. Again, I'm not sure I'd always talk about the most interesting of topics for most people. That's always been my problem as well. There's a reason, well, other than the fact my video quality wasn't very good, there's another reason why my videos never did very well. It's because I always talked about things that people aren't particularly interested in. Same here, but in a good hour. Oh, about the podcast thing. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I think it'd be fascinating. Just every week, just having a sort of different discussion about a different servant, or a different concept. But I'm not very interested in 5 stars. That's my problem. I have no interest at all in 5-star servants, for the most part. Well, 5 stars who aren't named Nobu. They just, their kits conceptually have never interested me. I have Drake, but man, does she take so much space on the team. Using a 3-star would definitely help when Buster looping. With the Ferryman and Bitch. I mean, if you're looking for a rider, I need to think about that. A Buster rider. Problem is, I have Drake. I use Drake, but my Buster rider team is literally Drake and Blackbeard, and I just use them together because I like using them together because I think they're funny. So I'm not the best person for this. I don't think it's letting me link the comment. Let me have a look, Tyrese. It might be YouTube, like, blocking it for, like, blocking dangerous links because it's a link that isn't YouTube. I'm not seeing anything. But I only have my phone, so I can only see the phone chat. But I'm not seeing anything. Apparently Columbus has a 30% battery. That is correct. On his, is it 30? Is it 30? Same as Spartacus, right? Because it's the same scale as Spartacus, but at a lower rank. Yes, it's the guts that's shorter, the battery is the same. He does, but he's not... see, he can bust a loop in the sense that it'll be 30% on a 5-turn cooldown, which means if you use double Vitch, that's 30 plus 50 plus 50 plus 30 again. That's 160. Say if you start with 100% because you're a very lucky person, you still need to make up some... I don't know how much his refund is. I have finished Hunger Games prequel before the movie comes out. Wait, so is this the prequel that's coming out, or is there another prequel? And also, Tyrese, if you want, send it to me on Twitter, and I'll post it in the chat. This guy hates us. Like, Wuju just genuinely hates our guts at this stage, just doesn't want to join us at all. No interest whatsoever. Ah, it's the same prequel, okay. Oh, you mean like finish the book? Got you, got you, got you.
ご報告いたします。
Alright, our money continues to go down, but I really do want to organize an alliance with Han Fu, because he's one of the more powerful people in the region. Problem is, we're not earning much money. Let's sell some supplies, because I don't think we're going to run out of supplies. He says, hopefully, we'll put Shumia, Weiyo, and Tianzhou up. Excuse-moi. So let's, if we sell half our supplies, okay. That's okay. Now, let's try and organize an alliance with the chaps down there. Right, we'll start with Han Fu. We're still only friendly, though. It's a risk. This could backfire massively if they don't accept, and our relations go back to normal. Alright, let's just do this for now. We'll leave Zhang Yang out of it. We'll go with Han Fu first. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, I swear our troop numbers are just not going up. They're meant to... It's halved again! At this rate, Dongsun Zan's gonna have more troops than us soon, and he started like 10,000 behind. Gao Fan, please do not invade us. Also, Zhao Yin is serving Han Fu here. His time with Dongsun Zan, I swear, is just practically skipped over into later scenarios. Okay. There's no news there. No news is good news. I think we'll just search again. And all hinges on Han Fu accepting our offer of an alliance, really. That's gonna be our make or break it moment. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna go into Twitter for a second. Let's see if I can post the link. Good. We have arrived at Han Fu's castle. Alright. Let's see if this works. Alright, does that work? Hunger Games, The Ballad of... yeah, Songbirds and Snakes. I'll have to check it out. I should catch up on my Hunger Games lore. Quite frankly, all I know about the Hunger Games is that Moist Critical is in it. Or his arm is. That's honestly the extent of my Hunger Games lore knowledge. And I vaguely remember the first film. Like the bit where they all stick their, where they all stick their fingers up in the air. I, Liu Yu, have come to negotiate. I thank you for coming here in person. How may I help you? I would like to know if you'll be willing to form an alliance with my army. Please make your decision only after careful consideration. That's it. Yeah, and... okay, our relations didn't go down at least. Bugger. He's a C-tier Buster Looper on Game Press, doing more damage than NP1 Summer BB with Ferryman, but the tier seems to be since Ultra is still on C-tier. I mean... again, it's to make these people Buster Loopers, you have to have so many high-quality supports. And my JP has quite a lot, but on NA, Merlin's my only Buster support. I don't have Ferryman. Also, if you wonder why I'm calling him Ferryman, it's just in case anyone doesn't know his name. I don't know why I'm censoring his name in particular, but... Ferryman or Toyan, I don't have either. So, I'd be useless on, for these tier lists. It was a convenient place to keep it. Yeah. So, that's my knowledge of the SSJ. Pretty much. That's my Hunger Games lore knowledge. And I vaguely remember, I think President Snow, I think he's in it for a short while, if I recall correctly. Because I know the actor who plays him. Fairy Merlin? What about Fairy Merlin? Oh, Fairy Merlin! Sorry, I misread for a sec. I thought you were on about someone else. Yes, Fairy Merlin. That's a great way of putting it. Fairy Merlin. I'll go with that. We'll again try to recruit Wuju because again I don't spend any money because we're bankrupt as it is. We're in a really bad situation here. I mean, playing as Liu Yu in general is like one of the hardest things you can do in this game because he's just screwed. Given the nature of his role, I wouldn't consider that a spoiler, SSJ. Yeah, I'm not going to recruit this guy. He's crap anyway. Well, that's the thing, I have neither Tyrese, so I'd be absolutely monumentally screwed. Alright, well, we've discovered gold, our son did, so that's useful. Keeps the gold reserves pretty high. The supplies are a little low, but you know what, that's okay. We've finally over 30,000 troops. Everything I think should be okay. I'm not sure why we're struggling quite as much as we are. Especially because Shu Miao is meant to boost the number of troops we get. Yeah, we've pretty much conquered most of the area. I'll keep Liu Yu there just because he's helping the agriculture. Tianqiu's really slow at colonizing this area, but that's fine. I've tested the theory that drawing servants increases the chance of getting them. And what was the outcome, Tyrese? Because I've been drawing Nobutatsu all day, and my rate of getting him is atrocious. That's the thing, I'm not getting him. In fairness, though, but the theme of my drawing is he's more than just servant coins, so maybe it would stand to reason I therefore don't get many servant coins. That is probably the least important news on the map. That's impressive. That's impressive saving, John Dark Altar. That's very impressive saving. It worked for Maid, Altar, and Samakama. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I'll say that. Alright. So we're up to how much gold? 1,400. What am I saying? 1,400 supplies, 7,000 gold. We need to start building some defensive fortresses around here. Who has all? These two do. But isn't... Zhou might be a builder. He's not. I don't know where I got that from. He's not a builder at all. None of these guys are builders. Any guy a castle builder? No. Alright. We'll give him 3,000, because if I give him any more than that, the supplies will dwindle too fast. Put a tower there that forces them then to go around to the camp. Or they'll come this side where we'll build the camp as well, and we'll build up some traps to get them stuck here. I honestly think Hanfu is going to try and launch an invasion of us, so we should probably defend here too. That's not too important. Definitely defend here, because Gongsun Zansun will be coming up here eventually. But Hanfu from the south, I think, is the main threat as of now. Is this just going to be Wuju again? Yeah, it's not going to work.
入ろうか。
Okay, we started work on the arrow tower. Terry says, I also may be getting ahead of myself, but I started work on my own custom Artoria design for a future chapter. Ooh. Interesting. So Artoria is going to start, well, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but Artoria is going to start getting more of a sense. I hope Nobu isn't completely forgotten, bless her. I do have my biases, shockingly. I know those who follow me on Twitter will be shocked by this, but I do have a slight Nobu bias. I know. You're all stunned. Any suggestions? None of these are particularly useful. I don't want to antagonize Hanfu unnecessarily, so what I would say is we probably want to build stuff, but we don't want to waste supplies. Ooh, that's actually eating a lot of our supplies. Okay, we'll just search for now. Zemansk, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. How you doing? When does Avenger Nobu get another buff? Very, very shortly. In about 2 weeks, I would say. With the next Guda event. It's a buff to the 3rd skill, turns it from a 20% battery to a 30%, and gives a Buster buff as well. Okay, why do my relations with the Hanfu army keep deteriorating? Oh, that must mean there's someone is intentionally doing it. It has to be Gongsun Zan. Gongsun Zan is intentionally worsening our relations with people. What we need is the coalition against Dongzhuo to collapse, because then Yuan Shao will just march and whoop Hanfu's butt, and then we'll be safe. Nobu may show up again. I know you'll jump for joy when she does, so I'm slowly building up her. I'm looking forward to it, Tyrese. I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, you see, I have to draw Katsu and Nobu, and let's just say my drawings don't, they don't quite look human. Did I see the solo leveling anime trailer? I've heard of it. I don't really know the show, but I've heard of it. Mao Nobu's buff, yes, it'll be coming very soon. Doing alright, good to hear. School break starts today until November 7th, and I managed to pull Himiko in FGO. Well, have a nice break first, and congratulations, I have pulled nothing. I'm trying to get the 4-star CE. Now, congrats. Why do you think Lasagna hasn't done any animation updates? It's not a point of emphasis for them, sadly. In the current event on JP, there really should have been one. There's several servants who are really long overdue. My biggest concern was when instead of updating animations for the likes of Leonidas, what they did was they zoomed in the camera slightly and shook it to when they do attacks and really added more of an emphasis to those attacks. Now, that's great and all. And I'm glad they added the extra voice lines for those characters in doing so as well. But that also means it's very unlikely they're ever going to do an animation update for them. And I just think that's very sad, personally. Ooh, volunteers! This is basically, gives us free men. I love your Leonidas art, thank you. It's scarcely recognizable, that's why I have to put the names of the characters. Do you think they sometimes forget about buffing the weaker servants? Yes and no. I think they're pretty decent at buffing certain people, but I mean, Eric Bloodaxe, for example, I don't think they know he's in the game. No, exactly, Zements, for you especially. Yeah, no, Asterios should absolutely have one. Absolutely. There's still some hope, I guess, he gets one at the end, or there's some sort of surprise coming up, but it should have been an update. No, exactly, Jean Darkholter, and they're two of the people who got those shaky cam, really heavy hitting updates that made those hits seem really hard, but they're still the same animations. Is it getting better? I don't know. Hopefully. If people can recognize the character, then as far as I'm concerned, that's more than good enough at this stage. After we finish the camp, we're going to set up some traps around there, and then we need to start cutting off Gongsun Zan, because Gongsun Zan is the other threat coming from here. See, they're headed down to Hulao Gate, I'm assuming. Oh no, they're headed to Chen Liu. Dong Zhuo took Chen Liu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao's only got Xu Chang, and Hua Xiong's on his way. Cao Cao might be the first person eliminated. That would be very funny. If Kong Zhou outlives Cao Cao. Yeah, Cao Cao's now the weakest force in the coalition. Oh. Golly. Well, we just need to shore up our defenses first. Aww, Jean Darkholter, I know. And Jean Darkholter, and John for that matter, also just, it's ridiculous they don't have animation updates. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, I actually don't mind the shaky cam effects in and of themselves if they were like a temporary stopgap measure. I think that would have been cool, but they just don't have any plans for updates, do they? Harris, do you know any art tutorials? Just, no, feel free, please, absolutely. Any help I can get, I will appreciate. Like, I've seen some, but I guess the problem when I look for art tutorials is I just don't know what I should be looking for in terms of a process. Like, I feel like it's a bit random and diffuse. Like, I grab something, I'm like, is this where I should be looking? Is this where I should be looking? So any direction would be appreciated. Have you found Jude Leon in this game? He's in the later scenario, so he's a bit young at this stage. He'd be about in his teens, I think, at this stage. He appears in the later ones from about 200 AD onwards, and yeah, he is then a top guy in the game. Isn't Cao Cao supposed to be a unifier? Yes, which is why it would be very funny if in this playthrough, the fact that the anti-Dongzhuo coalition is like not working very well means he'll be eliminated first. I actually have a playthrough where I'm playing as a very minor warlord in the Yellow Turban campaign. Cao Cao got captured by the Yellow Turbans, ended up fighting for them, and was the first officer on the entire map to be killed in a battle. I know! It's very strange that they don't take this opportunity to go for those updates. It's just not a point of emphasis for them, clearly. Which is a shame, because I think animation... What they're probably looking at is animation updates largely apply to free-to-play servants. Or servants who people would roll for anyway. Look, we're all going to roll for Jolta anyway, regardless of an animation update. And the others are free-to-play, so there's no profit incentive. That has to be it. I can't see what other incentive they have not to go for those updates, other than it's not a priority because there's little to be gained for them. You know? Either that, or maybe it's just us who obsess about low star rarities, I don't know. Maybe we're the exception, not the rule. Who's to say? Alright, let him finish the camp. Then he needs to start setting up traps, and then we need to put up some camps over here to start guarding from Gongsun Zan. One over here if we can, to stop the initial assault, and then if he breaks through here to protect G. This side we should do it like over here as well, just in case Zhang Yang has a change of heart and attacks us. But at least we can account for Han Fu. That's like a good start. They definitely want to prioritize the shiny new servants. Yep. That's why we keep getting new people. Some of whom I think are a bit redundant, sadly. I think we're almost getting too many in some ways. Have you ever heard of Percy Jackson and the Olympians? I've never seen it or read it, but when I was in high school, I had a friend who was obsessed with it. That's what I mainly know about it. And I know there was I think there's a new TV show or something. I remember it was a movie as well. I know it was books originally. Oh. Sorry, I hadn't read the message. Someone named Chu Li Ju is looking to serve you. I think he's a Wu Huan guy. He is. And 80 leadership is more than welcome. And he's the leader of the Wu Huan and he hates Gong Sun Zan. Sure. Ptolemy definitely looks like a target to roll some because of who he is and his design. Oh, definitely. Funny enough, not this Ptolemy, but I've gotten my fiance into history lately because she was never really into history before. I always told her, you like it? And she's like, oh, I don't know, like dates and all that. It's like, I don't know, it's tough to remember. And I'm like, that's not what history's about. Started showing us some Historia Civilis videos and stuff on Rome. So obviously we looked at the final Ptolemy. The final Ptolemies. And then suddenly, and she hears, oh, you know, Ptolemy was a friend of Alexander the Great and all that as well, the original. And then Ptolemy, we get this new servant, and she's like, I wonder if that's Ptolemy, just out of the blue. And sure enough, it is. You know? So Ptolemy the 13th was the one that we saw, but she meant the original. Oh gosh. Sorry, one moment. Oh no, not Claudius Ptolemy, no. I'm glad to see you. Please, lend us your strength. Yes. Yes, you would have done, because you started in Beiping, so thank you very much. Oh, Yan Baihu with his standard setting up a faction before being the first man eliminated. So, Beiping is our target. You have enough supplies to keep building. One day we'll target Beiping. I do love the artwork for the new servants, but so far none has hit my peak like some of my favorites. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm a little bit annoyed about the rarity of one of the new servants. And I don't like one of the developments of the plot, but I've moaned about it on Twitter. I won't moan about it here. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's a problem when adapting works, especially as an author, is that you lose that ownership. Yeah, I can get that frustration. On the other hand, having too much control can be a problem too. So that'll be interesting to see how it works, SSJ, I agree. And then I can't say my knowledge is particularly good on Ptolemy. But yeah, I mean, it was one of the... In JP, it was one of the first events in a long time I was actually interested in going for. I'll put it that way. Yuan Shao and Gong Sun Zan have formed an alliance. Oh, history is rolling in its grave.
こちらをご覧ください。
He was a consul of Rome! Anyway, so, we are going to proceed. We'll probably be streaming for a few more minutes, and then I was meant to sleep 3 hours ago. So, the only way to Pete's interest is with the servant he longs for the most of the 5-star tomorrow. How many rare prisms do you get for burning a 5-star? Just out of curiosity. I am not sure there is. I'm trying to think if there's any way in the world that you could make me like Tamamo Cat. There has to be a way. No, can't think of one. I was actually watching that earlier today, funny enough. He was a consul of Rome. Also, I finally have 307 points for Asterios! Woo! Congrats, immense congrats! Yes, begin that long, arduous, but ultimately rewarding road. Oh, we discovered Lee's bow. Nose immense, it can feel genuinely good. Let's see, Jack. Ah, yeah, no, if you read the original, I mean, that's the thing with adaptations, right? If you read the original, in 90% of cases, reading the original, you will get the author's original intention. And so there is a sort of authenticity to it. On the other hand, there are some adaptations better than the original. Shawshank Redemption, for example, is better than the short story it's based on. That's true, Tyrese. That is true. That is true. But what I'm thinking is if they release like a 5-star in the game. You did convince me to like raise her, and I have since raised her. She's not in the E tier anymore. You know. That was a Herculean effort, I have to say. I hope they release a 7 dress for Caesar where... You know, John Darkholter, no, I want him to be a 5-star rider. It's long overdue. 5-star rider Caesar. And like, I don't know, 4-star Saber Pompey and 1-star Idiot Crassus or something. Or 1-star Sympathy. Or 1-star Q... Walking QP. Zhang and Liu Yan have formed an alliance. We best be prepared for circumstances. What for? One of them is an anti-war religion, and the other one is over here. I don't think they're threatening us anytime soon, especially with the giant Dongzhuo Empire in the middle. I heard Eridon movie was a mess. You know, funny enough, Simensk, when SSJ brought up Percy Jackson, the first thing I thought of was Eridon, because I remember that also had that similar circumstance. I read a bit of the book. I can't say I was a huge lover of it. I just remember the movie was a bit of a mess. No, I've never seen the Spider-Verse films. I've seen the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man. And I think I've seen one of the Tom Holland movies. I think. Like, I vaguely recall seeing it. I never saw the middle one. And I've not seen the Spider-Verse ones, but I've heard excellent things about that. Is Dragon Ball Evolution the movie, Tyrese? Is that what it was called? Blockbuster. Mark Antony welfare. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with that. I'll go with that. What class would Antony be? Would it just be like a plain old saber? Thing is, having Antony as a 4-star saber while Caesar is a 3-star saber would just feel wrong. Also, sorry, I know this gameplay must have been riveting, setting up a defense thing here, you know? The movie that the OG creator hated, and not just them, just about everyone hated. Alright, can we set up a tower around here? Maybe on the way, so that way, I don't like building it this far back, but it's better than nothing. Actually, that might be better as a camp. Do you know what, for now let's set up the traps, and we can decide about setting up other things later. So Pitfall is the best style of trap, we'll set that up here. Has a wingspan as such of 2, so if they try and go through here, they get trapped. If they go through here, they go through the forest, and we'll build a trap here. Let's put a trap here, here, and here. If they go around here to go here, well, that's stupid. I want Icarus as a servant. When are we gonna get Icarus? Or Daedalus? Oh yeah, way after. Way after. Alright, I need to stop trying to employ him. He's never joining me. What is wrong with me? Yeah, there's just so many people that we could see added, and yet they just returned to the same sort of well and the same type of designs. I feel like FGO designs have gotten a bit samey lately. Like, there's like 3 or 4 consistent archetypes they seem to follow in JP. It's like been a trend. Again, not everything post Lost Belt 6, but since Lost Belt 6, there's like, oh, Lost Belt 6 worked really well. Let's use that as an archetype for everything else moving forward. I don't think that's, again, it's true. I don't think that's a spoiler. I had heard something to that effect as well. By the way, just while I have you guys here, what is the best time for streaming for you guys? Obviously, I need to account for the fact, you know, I have work every day. But I'll do my best to try and work around that, no pun intended. What time is best for you guys? Is it like now? Is it like 12 hours ago or 10 hours ago? You know. Right, we're discovering golds. That's good. That is good. That would be interesting. Again, a great way to introduce Ryder Caesar as well. Asking for a friend. Okay, let's face it, no one thinks I have friends. I'm asking for me. Okay. The only thing is, this is like 2 AM for me, so I will, because it's like 4 something now, so I can only do this on certain days, but I'll see. Okay. Probably for weekend I can do this. Not sure I can do it for weekdays. I'll see how I can make it work. I'll see how I can make it work. Yeah, I just tonight I happen to not be tired, so I thought I'd stream a little. Yeah, it's about 4 something. I don't know. I haven't got a clock nearby, but whatever my phone is, that would say. Alright. Yeah, maybe I have that schedule. Well, what was that? It's a bit of a bang or something. Oh, it's okay, something fell. Sisyphus? I say Ajax, it's Ajax, isn't it? But Ajax could work. Sisyphus would be an interesting one. How would they go about that? Of course, for Archimedes, they already have that set up. Just whenever they want to let that go, you know? Yeah, I just don't know when I'm gonna get free time. Like, my work schedule's pretty busy and it's pretty exhausting, so I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Did I hear about the Harry Potter reboot? I did, and I still don't understand it. If there was one franchise that does not need a reboot, maybe other than Star Wars, it's Harry Potter. That's... Wait, what? Huh? He joined? He said yes! He actually said yes! I was about to say, what? I don't know why I tried to recruit him again. Well, evidently. Fool me once. Fool me, can't get fooled again. Alright, once the pitfall is built here, we build a pitfall here, build a camp here, build a pitfall, and build a pitfall here. And then we should be okay. That should be enough defense for now. Could use some more arrow towers, then after that we'll see. Okay, we've recruited Wuju. We're running out of supplies slightly, but also we should probably try and speed up our building. East Commander, Wuju. Maybe you can instantly become our East Commander. That should help with your... Oh, Chuli Ju to be our East Commander. Our West Commander. Chuli Ju is East, West is Wuju. And you see loyalty goes really high then. Plus they can command a lot of troops, which is pretty damn cool. Plus their stats go up. So like, for example, Xu Miao has 85 politics, which is nothing to sneeze at. 8271 is impressive for offensive stats. Actually gives us an officer who can fight in the field against Gong Sun Zan. Anime Harry Potter. Now that would be something. An anime about British people. I'm just saying, I'm available. Why that should reboot that includes Cursed Child? A TV show? Yes, it's a TV show I'd understand, actually. That's true, weekend mornings might be a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Isn't the case for us anime just an anime about British people? True! True! I mean, Waver's Cockney. I guess Kenneth is British then. It's never specified. Is it like Solo Ui is Irish? I don't know. So she's not British. Well, she might be. Maybe she's not Irish. I don't know. But, Alright, let's get another faction out here, because this is taking way too long. Who else can do all? Chuliju can do all. Can any of you do, like, building stuff? No. Fantastic. Okay, and I want you to build build one more camp, if you could. And I want you to build it there. It means we're not going to be able to build a tower, but we'll take it. Camps are more important for defense, because... Grey is British? Oh, definitely. I can't realize that a lot of my favourite servants are British. See, Tyrese, we're winning you over. One step at a time. Mostly one Artoria at a time in your case. What do I think about the other Harry Potter story? What do you mean the other Harry Potter story? Whoops. That's right, Tyrese. Beans on toast and toad in the hole. The story where it directly contradicts the 7 books that came out before it? Wait, which one is that? No, wait, or do you mean Cursed Child? Grey is my favourite assassin, though if Assassin Jolter is released. Assassin Jolter? That's like the one other class I could see Jolter being. Like... in like the, in the context of FGO. I've never seen Cursed Child, but I know there was like a big hoopla about it in terms of the canon. I do remember that. I do remember that. Alright, let's reward everyone, so everyone's happy now. Let's do an appointment to make sure we are using all of our resources. Wuju, yeah, that's good. Supply consumption goes down. He is useful for something. Shocking. Assassin Jean. That would be a shock. Jolter foreigner. Jolter with an outer god. Oh, that's scary. Really? That's actually quite interesting. Didn't know that. Assassin Jolter from a scrapped Halloween event. Oh, Hanhao, here we go. Sure, I want to be friends with you anyway. I'll take this. Okay, we've become trusted, therefore. Okay, they gave us 1,500. Let's send 1,000 of it back and become allies for 2 years. A lot of time traveling necessary. Come on, complete your count. Complete. Wait, what? What happened to Yuan Shao? What? In November AD 190, Yuan Shao was killed? The death of Yuan Shao has led the anti-Dongzhuo coalition to disband? What the hell? Yuan Shao was executed by Dongzhuo. What the hell? They were fighting at Chenliu. Gongsun Zan's attacking me now. The coalition's collapsed. Bugger. Okay. We'll be fine. So what happened was, the big scenario in this was there was a big coalition, about 10 different forces were fighting this guy, Dongzhuo. The head of that was a man called Yuan Shao, who ruled this area. He is our ally. Yuan Shao, however, was defeated in a battle around a city called Chenliu, which is here, and was captured by Dongzhuo, who very quickly executed him, which caused the coalition to collapse. So now all these guys aren't friends anymore. As a result, they can now invade people. Gongsun-zan, this man is sending 20,500 men to invade us. So we need to shore up this area and make sure it's fully defended. They're going to get here quite quickly, though. We need to build as many archery towers and such as we can. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, this is not good. Right, Yuan Shao's replacement is Yuan Tan, but we are friends with him for 2 years, but he's also friends with Gongsun Zan. Oh, bloody hell, this is a mess. I was not expecting Yuan Shao to randomly be killed. Okay, so we'll ask Zhang Yang for an alliance. That's the first thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to think how I can survive this. I thought I had like another year, or at least a few more months. Okay. Everyone else can search, that's fine. What's treasure is a BB shot to the back. I know. I still remember. I still think she deflected it and won. That's my headcanon. But then let everyone go. What happens if you lose in the game? Do you get to restart? Well, that's essentially the end of the scenario. If you die, if you lose, you lose. All right, we need to get our guys back because he's advancing really fast. We have Gongsun Zhan with 13,000 and Ta Din with 7,500. They're both really strong. Okay, Zhang Yang is now allied with Gongsun Zhan. We need to ally with him too. These are our two strongest generals. We need them to get back, and I need them to be able to march out here. We need a force that can also just build. I mean, you can restart in a sense, so you can save and go back and forth, but generally, as a rule, I don't do that. Okay, Tian Chou has 66, 66. That's not great stats. So he can be my builder. And he can get 2,000 men. And I want him to build as many defensive traps here as he can. Arrow tower, if we can... He's not going to get to Yongbu in time. Alright, can he build a pitfall trap, maybe? Or maybe a... yeah, okay, build a pitfall trap around here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, the game does have autosave, manual save as well, but my stance is if I lose, I just start another playthrough. You know, if I kind of like the threat of not necessarily surviving if I screw up. Alright, we're gonna get all these guys to explore. Gongsun Zan is gonna take over Yongnu. We're not gonna be able to defend Yongnu. What we need to try and do is defend the area just behind it, where I've set up the traps. Okay, that's good, that's good. And Han Fu shouldn't attack us, I hope. So... Okay, I forget, they do slow down around here because there are mountains. Alright, he's about to march into our area. Alright, they're in. We need to get our forces ready and to defend this camp. If tactics aren't strong, we should go for a defensive formation. Let's have a look. So, we're saying Chu Li Ju, Shan Yu Fu, and Zhou Jing. Are you guys like friends with anyone else? Liu Yu. Oh, we haven't got Tian Yu. Oh, he's with Gongsun Zhan. Yan Rou as well. Okay. It might be worth deploying Liu Yu and Yan Rou then. We'll give you the snake formation because you will be in woods most likely. So will you. What's the goose formation do? No, useless. Arrow is strong. Fish is good for defense. Snake is good for that. We'll keep you in defense. And we'll put you in snake too. Okay. 422, 578, 398. Alright, so Liu Yu needs only about 2,500 troops. He's going to be at the back. Chu Liju is our main offensive person. For that, let's assign him 5,000 troops. Shan Yufu should also get 5,000. In fact, he should get more, because he's going to be our like main thrust. We're going to give him 7,000 maybe. 7.5. Zhou Jing has the fish formation. That's a defensive formation. We'll give him 6,000. And Yanro with the snake formation as well. We can boost that up to 4,500. I will give Liu Yu 4,000 as well. Chu Liju can therefore go up to 7,000, 7,500 maybe as well. So that's 4,000, 7,500, 7,500, 6,000, 4,500. Keep 5,000 in reserve just in case they break through. And we'll send them all to defend this area up here. With the exception of Liu Yu and Yan Rou, who have the snake formation. The other two, actually, and not Shan Yufu, and Chu Liju. Oh, bloody hell. I want you guys to go into the forest to fight. Let's go. Do I watch football from the Premier League? A little bit. I mainly watch the Championship because the team I support is in the league below. Can't wait for you to play Samurai Remnant so you show us your pro gamer skills. Oh yeah, just you wait. You'll be stunned by how I dominate the opposition. On easy mode. No. I may be slaughtered. That is my expectation going in. But that just makes me a true Fate Master. Alright, these two can guard this entrance. You guys go in the forest. Oh, he is going through the forest. I knew it. Wait, why is he pulling back? Huh? But I get why he's going through the mountains. He's stronger in the mountains. He isn't. And all of my guys are much stronger in the forests than in the mountains, so these three. Alright, we might also need to purchase supplies, because I think we're using a lot of supplies here. Oh, we can't. Which is my favourite team in the Premier League? Oh, bugger. Who's even in it? I always have a soft spot for Arsenal. I don't know why. I always have. The Manchester United of old. I have no interest in the new Manchester United. Probably them. I can't really think of who else in the current Premier League I'm particularly bothered for. Again, the team I support was relegated years ago, so. Alright, Rongsun Zan is pulling back. Did we scare him off? I'll wait until he's back over the mountain before I put my guys back, but, oh, an emissary of Yuan Tan. Oh, it's Tianfeng. They want $3,000 for a region. No, they give me 3,000 coins for this. I mean, it's probably worth it, but I don't really want to give that. So far, Manchester City has improved a lot since they got Haaland. I mean, Man City were already a juggernaut, and then you add a prodigy like Haaland. It's insane. I'm glad we have that alliance with Yuan Tan. Alright, they're going back over the hill. I think we should send our guys back inside the base. But that will be a decision for next time, because we're going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the stream. It really does help the channel and helps promote the stream. I have been Seeing Dunes. If you want to follow me over on the website formerly known as Twitter, and you're at least 18 years of age, please do feel free to do so, at Seeing Dunes. Alternatively, I'll be posting here on the channel on the community page, so, and hopefully I'll be streaming again shortly. I need to get my men back because we are actually running out of supplies very, very fast. Anyway, I've been Seeing Dunes. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I hope I see you all very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone, and good night.